We are children. We laugh, we play, we dream colors and imagine impossible things. But sometimes, even when the world looks bright, inside it feels cloudy. Sometimes we don't have the words, or the questions are just too big to ask out loud. Sometimes something changes, and we don't know why it hurts, or why we feel so small in a world that's so loud. We wonder, we worry, we hold it in, and we carry it around. But that's little something that no one else can see. This play is not just about stories, it's about feelings. The ones we hide inside our pockets, the ones we don't always understand.
But they matter!
Because they make us who we are. This
Is my story. This is my truth. This is the inside of me.
Something changed. Not like changing clothes, not like changing schools, even like when we moved houses, everything felt like cardboard and strangers. This change was silent. The type of change that seeps under doors and hides in corners. I asked my sister, "Why did you stop laughing today?" She just looked at me like I was made of glass and walked away. I asked my mother, "Why aren't you making tea anymore?"
not now, sleepy.
But she always made tea. Even milky days, even when it was too hot. Always. I asked my father, "Oh, what happened?" He just stared at the news and it brought back. And then I remembered the last time I saw her, my grandma. She smiled at me with that one cricket joke and said, "I'll see you soon, little." And suddenly, we all rested back. My sister and my hand were right. My mother's eyes were red because she had just been crying. And that's when the emptiness found its way. But here's the thing, I would have understood. I would have felt sadness with you. So I say this to all the grown-ups who think protecting us means silence. Who think, have you ever to all the grown-ups who think protecting us means silence? Have you ever let a child's question go unanswered? Have you thinking it was better to stay in silence? What are you teaching us by letting us sit in the dark? Tell us. We are not made of paper. We are made of sky and storm and sharp questions. So who are we really protecting when we stay in the wrong?
Have you ever felt sad on your birthday? You're supposed to feel happy, right? But every year, it's the same. A part of me feels like there's something missing, something not right. But I don't know what. I wanted to be happy. I really did. But I could never shake this feeling. Like there was this pressure, a weight on my chest. Every year I get older, yet this feeling, it never went away. I knew it wasn't for the gifts. I knew it wasn't for the presents. But then again I thought, maybe if I had the biggest party, a huge celebration, maybe the more people that came, the louder the music, maybe that would make everything better. I expected so much from that one day. I built it up in my mind. I imagined it would be perfect. The perfect birthday, the best one yet. But then, it was never enough. The party was never big enough. The cake was never sweet enough. The presents never quite right. People, the laughter, the noise, it was all there. But it still felt so hollow. I thought maybe something was wrong with me. Why couldn't I just be happy like everyone else? Why did I feel this sadness that seemed to take over me every year? I didn't understand. But this year, something was different. I didn't expect anything. Not a big party, not extravagant gifts, nothing. I just let go. And my parents, they took me out. No big party, no fanfare, just a simple dinner, a quiet movie, just us. And it was everything I needed. We talked, like really talked, not just for the usual things. We laughed, we joked, we even said things we've never said before. And for the first time, I felt it. I felt love. Not just because of the things we're doing, not because of the laughter or the noise, but because we're just there, together. And I realized that all perfection had been taken. None of that mattered. I realized what I had been missing all these years. It wasn't the size of the party, it wasn't the noise of the crowd, it was the connection, the quality of the time spent, the people you're with. But then the feeling came back, the sadness, the same one that always came on my birthday. I didn't understand. I had spent the day with the people who loved me. Why was I feeling the sadness now? And then I realized I wasn't sad because of the day. I wasn't sad because of the people or the moments. I was sad because the day was ending. Because all good things have to end. And then it hit me. Maybe that's okay. Maybe it's okay for good things to end. Because when they end, they make way for better things, for new things, for other good things. So I started living like every day was my birthday. Not expecting a grand celebration, not waiting for something perfect. But I made sure I spent the day with the people who mattered, the ones who could feel seen, heard, loved. And you know what? You don't need a big party to feel special. You just need the right people, the ones who show up for you. And that's enough. It's small moments, the quiet conversations, the honesty, that's the real gift. This was the inside of me. It's strange, how something can feel like it's yours, like it belongs to you. And then one day, it's just gone. I never thought it would happen. I thought people stayed. I thought friends stayed. I never really understood what it meant to lose someone. Not really. Not until the day my best friend left. It didn't even feel real. There was no fight, no yelling, not even a goodbye. Just one day she was there, and the next, nothing. It was like the world just shifted, and I didn't get to say anything. I kept waiting for someone to tell me what I did wrong, and tell me so that I could fix it. But no one did. They just kept saying, "Don't worry, you'll be fine, it's just life." But no one ever told me what happens when you lose something for the first time. Something you can't just fix with a hug or a smile. How do you fill that space? That emptiness that suddenly feels like it's too big for you. Too big for anyone. That hole in my chest. I wanted that to go away. I kept waiting for her to message me, to tell me what I did wrong. But she didn't. And I started to feel angry. Angry that someone who was always there could just disappear without a single warning. How does that happen? But the anger wouldn't fix anything. Nothing. It was just make me more frustrated. And then came that day. The day I thought would be just like the others. I'd wake up and still feel that hole in my chest. But then, my mom walked in with a smile. I didn't really understand. She said, "Get ready, Leo. We're going somewhere." I just did what she said. And when we got there she was, my best friend, standing right there, like she never left. I wanted to run to her, to hug her, to ask her 1,000 questions. But I didn't. I just stood there. I was afraid to believe it was real. And that's when I realized people will come and go. I lose things I thought I could hold on to forever. But that doesn't mean I'm powerless. That doesn't mean I stop trying. We can't control when things change or when people leave. But what we can control is our emotion and how we keep putting effort into the things that matter. Things that make us who we are. Things that make us happy. And that's when I realized it's not about forever, it's about now. It's about showing up for each other in all the messy, unpredictable ways that life works. And sometimes it's the surprises that teach us most about life. This was the inside of me. up with is not something you just decide to do. Start small and almost adult. I remember this one. Tennis class. Along the day, yes, but something happened. Something I didn't expect. There was this boy. We didn't talk much. But one day, he came up to me and said, Matika, you have to come. You want to play? I told simple things. I said, sure. He said he didn't know how to play. He was new to the game. So I thought, alright, this will be fun. I showed him a few things. But when he started playing, he wasn't bad. He wasn't bad at all. He was good. Really good. Better than me. Way better. And I didn't even have it. I felt angry. I didn't even know why. I felt so reset for him. He wasn't supposed to be better than me. He was supposed to be the one who did not play. And suddenly, everything fell. Is this hate? Is this what hate feels like? Is this frustration bubbling inside me just because it was better? But it didn't make sense. But I couldn't stop it. I felt like I was losing control. And then, in that moment, without even thinking, without even meaning to, I snapped! I broke his racket. Just like that. Everyone saw. Everyone stared. They didn't look at me the same way after that. Was that hate? That look they gave me? I didn't want to hurt him. I didn't even want to break the racket. But the anger, the rage, just took over. I couldn't stop it. I cried for hours after that. I couldn't apologize. Not because I didn't want to, but because I didn't know how. How can you fix something like that? How can you take back that moment when you lost control? I get it now. I understand where hate comes from. It starts small. It starts with something that doesn't make sense. But if you let it fester, you let it build, and before you know it, it's something you can't take back. I learned that hate doesn't just come from other people. It can come from you. It can start with your own feelings, your own insecurity, your own jealousy. It's not just always about the other person. And once it starts, it can backfire. Because it always comes with a price. And the price is a feeling that sticks with you, that sees everything in your own reflection. So next time I feel that anger rise, I'll try to stop it. I'll try to understand it. Because if I don't, if I turn to something, I can't take back. And maybe that's what just hate is. Not just a feeling, but a choice. A choice to let it go or to let it go. And this was the inside of me. I've been thinking a lot about people, how we hurt each other without even realizing it. And sometimes I wonder, why? Why do we do that? We live in a world where everyone hurts. We're the only animals who can see it. But sometimes we forget how to use such as Sometimes we forget how much our words really matter. We just throw them out like stones, thinking they won't hurt. But they do. They always do. I mean, how can we forget? I thought we were the ones who were supposed to understand each other, be there for one another. But it's like we don't. We laugh at people. We make them feel small. We laugh at their pain, thinking it's alright. But it's not. It's never alright. I remember a time, not too long. I saw someone. At first, I didn't even know what was going on. It felt like they were invisible. I wanted to help, but I didn't have the right words. I didn't know what to do. But when I did say something, I said something wrong. I said something totally wrong. I said something that made it even worse. I saw the way they looked at me. It felt like they didn't trust me anymore. It felt like I was part of the problem. I wished we could be kinder. I wish we could see each other. Like really see each other. And in that moment, I realized it's not enough to just speak. It's not enough to just talk. We need to listen, even when someone's not saying anything. We need to understand someone's pain, even when they're trying to hide it. Because we can make this a better place. But first, we need to start with each other.
I don't know, there is always this feeling like I'm not enough. Like I need to be smarter, prettier and better. But what I do, I try so hard. I need to be, I need to be kind, pretty, kind.
Need to be enough. You need to be enough. You need to be enough.
We need to be more.
I try so hard, like I'm feeling lost, like I am falling behind.
Be perfect. Be perfect. Be perfect.
Am I just trophies, grades or smiles?
Be better. Be better. Be better.
I don't get top marks, I don't get trophies. Maybe I was measuring myself in wrong way. I don't need to be like them. I don't need to be perfect. I need to be kind, honest, perfect. That's enough.
You are enough. You are enough.
You are the measure of you.
You are the measure of you.
This is the inside of me.